The all artifacts run was so bad that we're going to do 2 episodes of Goobies today, just so that we can have like one normal run to watch. So we're going to do the all gems run. We're also going to add in one on death effect, and we'll pick that when we hit a point where we can't take any gems and there's an on death effect on offer. So we're doing wiggle woogle like we do most of the challenge runs, just so that we get that 4th upgrade option to hopefully have to do less dissolves. What a bad little start here. Double dissolves, triple dissolves, kick off the run. Yikes. Okay, here we go. We got a cracked ruby. We got a gem. So I think we have 4 different gems that we can take. The ruby, there's 2 different kinds of sapphires, and the citrine, which is the attack speed one, which is actually right here. So I think we will end up doing a lot of dissolving this run, but hopefully it won't be too brutal. Yellow sapphire, we'll take that. And getting the roulette wheels, the stat roulette wheels, are kind of almost just like getting gems anyways, so they totally work. The more of those, the better. I don't think I said it, but we also turned on the artifact we got from killing a 100 Gaias, and all it really does is delete all the mountains and hills from the map. So we run around, there's no mountains for us to run into. We just have lots of freedom. I think we'll take the crumbled sapphire over the yellow sapphire, just because there's actually an upgrade line for it. Well, after our bad start, we've been doing pretty good at consistently getting gems, and hopefully that continues. Interested to see what on death effect we end up with. But right now, still going strong on gem after gem after gem. And that's exactly what we want to see. We're slowly creeping towards first boss time. Ooh, I thought we had to dissolve, but then I spotted the glorious sapphire at the end here. Very interested to see how far this can go, because this is a little bit of a rough build, unless things go absolutely wild. What should we prioritize here? I feel like just the flat damage is just better. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I really feel like it's just good. And here we are, we're into the pink sapphires already. And yeah, that's getting pretty good. So we really need the on death effect soon, because even there we were getting pinned in quite quickly. We have no damage penetration at all. So we can only kill like the outer layer, and we only have 4 projectiles. We'll take the attack speed. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that the enemies just run straight at you, so you can kind of like bait them down low and then juke around up high as needed. As long as you don't squish yourself, you don't run yourself out of room. Like, you're more dangerous than the actual enemies at this point of the game. Yellow sapphire. We are on a really good run of grabbing gems. Which is very, very, very nice. What do you think is going to come next? Us having to dissolve and upgrade? Or us getting the on-death effect? Well, the answer was a dissolve. I don't think that we can convince the viewers out there that goo is actually a gem. As much as I would like to just take goo. Alright, cracked ruby. Should be getting our crit chance pretty high up there now. It's kind of strange that there's no pickup radius upgrade in this game. Like, pretty much every one of these games that drops XP on the ground has one pickup range upgrade. I think I prefer that, not having it. 'Cause it's kind of a bait, right? Oh, Magnus. I thought that was just a random dude. More cracked rubies. Oh, we got a mini boss here we need to kill. Crit chance, what does that put us at? 89% on the crit chance. We'll probably dissolve crit chance upgrades moving forward. Dissolved. Just because we're going to prioritize getting the rubies. And like one more ruby will put us at like 99% crit, so we can just turn those roulette wheels into more XP. Do need to be a little bit careful at the start of these maps. Just to make sure I don't let myself get completely surrounded. At least until we get our on-death effect, which at this rate may never happen. You know, if we're 10 minutes in and we still haven't got one, it might not happen. We could be just flying through this game strictly on the power of gems. So we have 3 options here now. Do I just take the worms? Worms are pretty bad. But we've been doing too much fire lately, I feel. Alright, we're going worms. And if it happens that there's no gems to take, and we get the icy dead blobs or whatever it's called offered to us, we're going to take it. But gems, #1 priority. Killing mini bosses, #2 priority. Crit chance, get out of here. We only want our crit chance from gems, baby. Oh, we had such a good run there, and now the run is, or the luck is gone on just chain getting gems. The game's being mean to us. Look at that, another dissolve. Every time we dissolve, it just makes the run a little bit worse. The worms are not doing the pack clear that we need. Worms is kind of an awkward one because I feel like you need like 4 worms upgrades to make it decent. And then at that point, like it's fine. but just not as good as one level of either of the fire upgrades. Can't do it. I thought about it for a second. Can't do it. We're doing the worms. We are committed to wormsing. More yellow sapphires. And we don't mind yellow sapphires. There's just some more damage. Totally cool with that. We're definitely cool with mini bosses. Tranquilizing mass? No, thank you. No gems? We're out. Magnus, that was some dirty play, my friend. Just straight up sniping us? Incredibly rude. Well, at least he gave us a 30% damage multi to make up for it. I wonder how strong our projectiles are going to get. They've got to get pretty good, right? Oh, I got all excited about the worms. But I mean, pristine sapphire over here. Thank you very much. On to the yellow sapphire upgrades. The golden sapphire upgrades. Can't say yellow sapphire since the other upgrade is already called yellow sapphire. That's too confusing. The worms are just barely holding everything at bay right now. And we're only like 15 minutes into the run. And I don't really know what would like kick this over the top right now. More worms? We're killing, like the things we're shooting, they're dying. Do we just take this? Is this cheating if we take this? I mean, it's like the full upgrade tree of post-mortem obliteration. I'm just going to take it. Is that cheating? Maybe. But hey, I make the rules here, so I declare whether something is cheating or not. And my verdict is that was absolutely cheating. But we still did it, and we're just going to have to live with that. And hopefully one day all of you will find it in your heart to forgive me. But that should give us more worms. And maybe keep this run going a little bit longer. So we can showcase how good the gems get. And also how frustrating having to dissolve in like the level 30s. At level 36, having to dissolve. Back-to-back dissolves? Why, game? Why? There's a lot of red dudes firing at me. And then they offer us 60% crit. The game is just messing with us right now. We did at least get an upgrade there, so we'll let it all slide for now. Okay, we are getting backed into the corner here. Worms, we need you to be worming. We can't have you just chilling out. We need you to be worming. Like how, oh, I was gonna say, how are we gonna kill this boss? The boss just vanished. I mean, I guess we are like constantly critting for, well, when we're moving, I think we're critting for over 100. And we've got some funky stuff to like deal double damage and whatnot. And percent in damage increase based on damage done or some madness. Is Magnus going to absolutely snipe us again? No, he's going to get deleted. So we have really good single target, apparently. Ooh, another pristine sapphire. Okay, this part. Deal an additional 2% damage per point of damage dealt. So if we're doing 100 damage on these crits, does that mean that we get just 200% damage more? I mean, feels like a lot of hits, like basic hits in the like 150 range, which is very strong. Another worms upgrade maybe puts us like up over the top here. Get the worms that can create their own worms. You were just doing enough to keep going right now. We're not thriving. And we are pretty deep on most of the gems. I think the only one we're not deep on is the citrine. We're a little lacking there. I think we're kind of seeing the upper echelon of all the other gems though right now. Which is exactly what we want to do. When we have a silly run going, we want the game to give us all the silly things that we want. I would say that this run's going not too bad. We have exceptional single target damage, it feels like. And I think we still have room to grow that as well. And our pack clear is just barely acceptable. Why, game? Why? Give us some upgrades. It's just cruel. Mumza, yeah, I was about to say, Mumza's gonna charge at us and then instantly die. And Mumza barely got on our screen and instantly died. Okay, we're gonna grab this magnet and get out of here. The scariest part of the game right now is spawning in and getting surrounded. And once we're past that, this doesn't feel too bad. We should make the 30-minute marker. Maybe don't make the 40-minute marker. Oh, I want to take the worms. I want to take the worms, but we got a gem. We got a gem. The boring old yellow sapphire it is. That should kick our damage up a little bit though, so if we ever hit this boss, he's done. It is pretty cool how, like, when we're actually hitting these big guys, they get roasted. I do very much appreciate that. While this would be very nice. Dissolved. Did we get to 100% crit? Nope, 95% crit. 3 thick hide. Dissolved. The chargy boys. Dissolved. Yeah, we're not thriving, but we're surviving. And we're dissolving like mad. I really wish that we had at least got this citrine up, because where did it get to? It's at 6. Yeah, because like the higher tiers, I believe we get a chance to just, like, every X number of shots, we'd fire an extra shot. So we have that whole, like, upgrade line that we just aren't seeing. But the game loves watching us just dissolve all our hopes away. I wonder how many gems I accidentally dissolved because I was just in the dissolve mode. I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments. Ah, why game? Why? Well, that magnet was almost an entire level. That feels pretty good. What you got for us here? Goo? Dissolved. Hey, we got the worst gem. But that probably kicks our base damage when we're moving pretty close to 200. Which I don't know if that's for a projectile crit, that seems high, right? Oh, we're gonna need to get to this boss. Okay, we got a loop around here. Oh, accidentally just got a projectile through or something? Not even sure. All that for a dissolve. Let's grab these magnets and head on out. Did we make it past 30? We did. We made it past 30. Boss spawns. Boss is dissolved. The game's going to make us dissolve all these items. We're going to dissolve all these monsters. All these fancy bosses that you worked so hard developing. You know what? We don't care. We don't care. You see this big guy up here? We're just going to run at him and he's dead. Just done. Like, we're over it. Get out of here. The red guys are obliterating us right now, though. I was talking a lot of trash for a guy getting absolutely dunked on. Uh-oh, what's happening here? Why aren't they dying? Why aren't they dying? No! The run is ended. No! Okay, don't shoot any red guys at us, please. There's this... Oh. That was not horrible. What actually did our damage here? Post-mortem obliteration apparently did all of our damage. So this was the MVP of the run. All these gems we took? No, not the MVP. Post-mortem obliteration, apparently. Yeah, so that's the all gems run. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that quite a bit. That was ended up being a fun suggestion. Definitely not the most powerful build. If we could have made it a little bit further or had a little bit more luck on specifically these two upgrades, maybe we could have pushed it a little further, but I don't think too much further. And maybe having one or two more worms would have helped enormously as well. But anyways, I had fun playing. I hope you had fun watching, and I'm out.